Good morning. Let's start right away in child's pose. So make any adjustments that you need to for your body this morning. If you're feeling a little stiff, you can take your knees wider. Sit back on your heels. You can stack your fists or your hands to rest your forehead on if you need to. And then just let your arms be heavy. Take a few moments to just settle. And then notice your breath. You might check in with the rhythm of your breathing. Is it nice and steady? Or is it all over the place? It's kind of interesting to look at the length of the inhale versus the exhale. Is one longer than the other? Do you tend to kind of hang out between the inhale and exhale? Or do you more often pause between exhale and inhale? Or maybe there's no pause. Maybe it's nice and steady. Just looking at the breath and determining how that reflects how we're feeling. And let's begin to even it out. Breathing in deeply through your nostrils. Bring the breath down into the lowest lobes of the lungs. And then as you breathe out, feel your belly contract back toward the spine and the breath rise up and out. If you have an Ujjayi practice, go ahead and begin that. Lightly constricting the back of the throat and finding that soft aspirant sound with both inhale and exhale. And as we start to move, let this breath serve as a barometer or marker. If the breath stops, that beautiful, deep, even rhythm and sound, a couple of things may have happened. One, maybe you got distracted. Your mind is elsewhere. And you need to just notice and come back. Or maybe the pose is too challenging. You stopped breathing because the effort required was too intense. So just let that breath be steady and even and smooth. Let it link together your body, your mind. Let's start to tiptoe those hands forward, extending arms long. See if you can lift the ribs a little bit, lift your armpits, your elbows, your wrists, maybe even cup your palms. Feel a nice sense of traction between wrists and hips. And then walk your way over to the left so that the sternum is just hugging the inside of that left thigh. Maybe slide your right arm a little further away from you and bring your right hip back. Did your breath change? And if it did, just notice, come back. Nice steady evenness of breath. Walk your way through center, hands all the way over to the right. Slide your left arm away. Feel a nice length in that left side. And then coming back to center. You can walk your hands towards your body. If your knees are wider than your hips, go ahead and bring them together. Let's interlace the hands behind the back, open up the chest. So draw the head of the arm bones back, feel a beautiful length through the front of the shoulders. Check in with the head. Try not to pop it forward or lift the chin. You want it nice and neutral. And then releasing the hands, bring your forehead back to the mat. Hands can rest on either side of your feet, palms up. And then pressing the tops of the feet and the shins firmly into the floor. Rise up to kneel. Reach out and up with the arms. And then exhale, sitting back on your heels. Let your arms rest on the floor, palms up. And let's do that again. Breathing in, rise up to kneel, arms out and up. And then exhale, sit back on the heels, arms by your side. Go nice and slowly. Breath is unchanging. Inhaling, rising up. And exhale, sit back on your heels. We're going to switch it up a bit. Stay here with your seat, but reach the arms out and forward toward the front edge of your mat. Child's pose, long arms. Gripping the mat with your fingers, round up into mad cat stretch. Feel the dome of the back. And then with the in-breath, drop your belly, lift your head and look up. Good. And then sit back on your heels, hands by your feet, palms up. Let's do that whole thing again. Inhale, reach out to rise up. And then exhale, sit on your heels, hands on either side of your feet. Inhale, reach out and forward with the hands. Exhale, round up into mad cat stretch. Drop the belly, lift the head. And one more time. Take the seat back, hands by your side. Inhale, rise up to kneel. Exhale, sitting on your heels. Inhale, sweep the arms forward. Exhale, mad cat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, tuck the toes under, lift the knees, and press back into downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal it out. Good. And then be still. See if you can bend the knees a little more and create one long line between your wrists and your hips. And then instead of trying to jam the knees straight, think about sliding those sit bones up, lifting the hamstrings. And then maybe keeping that lift, let the heels float down a bit. Inhaling, glide forward into plank pose, top of a push-up. So I'm adjusting my stance just a little bit here. Your wrists should be under the shoulders, maybe slightly ahead so that you don't have a severe 90-degree angle at those wrists. And then pull the belly in. Be strong. Bend the knees, take it back into down facing dog. Don't move your hands or feet. Inhale, glide forward into plank. And exhale, bending the knees, take the hips back. One more time. Inhale, glide forward. And exhale, take it back. Shift your left foot closer to your right. Pick that right leg up. And then bending the knee, step the right foot forward between the hands. Left hand stays there. Right arm reaches up. Little twist. And then exhale, lower your right hand, just graze the heel. And then inhale, go right back up again. So the legs are steady. You're just moving with your breath, adding a little twist. Last time, inhale, reach up with that right arm. Stay here. Spread the fingers wide, reach a little taller. And then exhale, lower your hand down to the mat. Step back into down dog. Glide forward into plank. And lower your body to the floor. Point your toes. Pull the belly button in as if you could lift your stomach up off the mat. Spread the toes, press the tops of the feet firmly into the floor. Float the head and the chest up. Do get those shoulders back. Keep the legs engaged. And then lower down. Reach behind you, interlace your hands. Inhale, come on up again. Lifting head and chest, keep those feet strong. If this is too much for the shoulders, release the hands and just reach back, straight back. If you want a little more, you can lift those legs, but you're going for length rather than height. Take one more deep breath in, and exhale, lower down. Hands under shoulders, toes under heels. Push up into plank and back into down dog. Pick up that left leg. Step the left foot forward between the hands. Leave your right hand where it is. Take your left arm up and lower it down. Again, you're just playing with moving with your breath and an effort to soothe the body and the mind. Stay here. Left arm up. Reach, reach, reach. Good. And then exhale. Hand to the floor. Step your right foot forward. Long, flat spine. And exhale, fold. If you'd like to inhale and elongate the spine again, maybe you want to slide your hands underneath your feet. Try to wiggle your toes all the way up to the wrist crease. Bend your knees if you need to, and then just let the crown of your head hang toward the floor. Nice release for the wrists. And then inhale, spine long again. I know it's hard because you're standing on your hands. And exhale, extract those hands. And fold. Inhale, a little bend in the knees. Reach out to rise all the way up. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. So there's just a little sequence. Get you settled for the day. Thank you for joining me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.